Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Oh yeah, baby, here we go. Welcome to the Wednesday KVJ After the Show podcast. Get our way to the weekend. Already excited, man. It's crazy that we are halfway through November. What in the heck, man?
It is flying by. I am so not ready for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm all ready for it. It's just, it is kind of insane. And for me, slightly sad. There's only 2 more weeks left of the college football regular season.
Wow.
Yeah, it's insane. And high school's already in the playoffs. So that's going on. So, yeah, it's just pretty insane that we are there at that time of year. So
it's insane. Time marches on.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Well, if you're watching right now on YouTube, you're like, oh, Virginia lost her glasses.
I took them off because my eyes stopped watering.
Okay.
Denny's moved the lighting, so it was aimed right at me.
Oh, I gotcha.
And I think I'm light sensitive.
You are.
We know you're FMS, full moon sensitive, along with Mags. You know, that light was making your shot look better. Now you're back to kind of looking like you are, I don't know, an alley cat in the night.
Well, I'd rather look like an alley cat in the night and not have tears streaming down my face. My eye would not stop watering. Now, look, it's all dried up.
Okay. So we got a problem. Either we've got Virginia not well lit, or we got Virginia with tears streaming down her eyes and her in glasses.
Because part of our problem, too, we're not properly lit.
No.
You know, we're going to eventually have to have some brightness up in here. I know we're all part vampire.
I'm gonna look into these special glasses. They're not like Ray Charles glasses like this. I'm gonna look into the ones that are just like, you can still see my eyes, but they have like a yellow tinge to them and they block light.
Okay.
One of my friends was texting me during the show, and he's gonna go pick them up for me.
Okay. All right.
Because he, too, had the problem where if you look at a bright screen all day, or if you're outside all day, it's just sometimes our eyes just don't like it.
Well, I think, I don't want to speak for Kevin, but I will. We both agree. Your eyes look very shapely, very big.
Yeah. Well, whatever we have going on here, it's going to be temporary. I got a photo of what they're doing with construction down the hall for our new studio. They're on it. So they're ripping out walls and ceilings and doing all that kind of stuff. So the progress is on. We'll see what winds up happening with it.
Ripping up walls and busting them balls.
Matthew was watching the regular show earlier when Virginia had her glasses on. She said, is it me or does this look like a perfect Ray Charles impression?
You got the right one, baby.
You look like you're actually sitting at a piano.
Oh that's amazing.
It's worth a look. If you're only listening to this, you got to go to YouTube and check that out.
I mean, you are feeling it, too.
Yeah.
You are going on a blues run right there.
Georgia.
Georgia. Georgia.
Whoever said that, thank you.
That's Matthew. That's pretty funny. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good.
It's a hot mess is what it is, but if you can't laugh at it, then I don't know.
That's right. That's what Ray Charles would sing back in the Pepsi or the Diet Pepsi. You've got the right one, baby.
You got the right one, baby.
I don't know why we're turning him into Louis Armstrong.
You got the right one, baby.
That's more. That's more. That's more Ray. That's more Ray.
That's more Ray.
Mm-hmm.
I'll work on my Ray for tomorrow.
Also got an email from Vicky. I ran into her at the Country Bay Music Festival. She said, yes, saw you and the Queen. I was with my sister. We met you several times throughout the years. And there they are at the concert with myself and the Queen. There's her UAB jersey.
Hot. Those girls are hot.
Oh, yeah. There were a lot of really hot chicks at this Country Bay Music Festival. I got to tell you, honestly, they get them cute little country girl outfits on. If you're a single dude, even if you hate country, you should go to a country show because man, there are a lot of young hot chicks that go to those country shows. I'm
You see
figuring
that,
out.
Jay Bird?
I do. I can't get in the microphone and go, oh, Kevin, they're so hot.
Yeah.
We leave that to you.
Those girls are hot. They're next level hot. Did your boy get you any digits?
Did Kevin get me any digits?
I did not, but if either of the ladies are single, and you are interested.
Smooth like butter, my friend over here.
Undercover.
Yeah, Brian said, Kev, those slides to a show are not it. Yeah, we went earlier and it was hot. The night before I had jeans and boots on, and it was kind of hot actually. Did you notice what the temperature was over the weekend? It was a little warm, and so since we were going to be out there in the sun. In fact, I was there at about 4:30, and I was thinking, I'm glad I'm in shorts. It doesn't look good, but I felt better. So,
Dad's about comfort.
yeah, it really was. I mean, I'm not there to pick up chicks or anything like that.
Obviously,
so.
with them shoes.
Yeah.
Dad's about trying to be comfortable. Dad's about trying to
yeah.
keep his balls as dry as possible.
That's what it is. I'm there for comfort.
Dad don't want wet balls.
Yeah.
No, man, you don't want damp balls, man.
Nah.
Dad's just trying to keep them dry.
Nah, it's good. So yeah, I didn't want to do all that. So I didn't wear long pants. Did get an email here that I find to be rather interesting because I was telling you on Saturday we drove, Sunday we did the Bright Line when we went down for this country fest at Miami Marine Stadium, and I was driving out. I couldn't believe it was probably about 12:30. We're talking just after midnight, and I used to drive this all the time when I lived down in Coconut Grove when we were in Miami, and so I was used to the road, and I knew. Man, coming right out of, it's just south of downtown because the Rickenbacker Causeway is just a little bit kind of like you wrap around all the tall buildings and you head out the Rickenbacker Causeway. And so going to Coconut Grove, you're taking 95 where it dumps into 1. So I know what you have to drive like. You hit 95 north right there and you have got to drive like you are on freaking meth. Because that road is absolutely insane. And I knew it, man. You come right off that ramp, 95 north, you got to drive like a speed demon. I was doing 90 to 95.
Holy moly.
Yeah, because you're driving to survive. It's freaking crazy. I'm telling you.
That's why I don't like to drive, especially at that time.
And then I got a car that's doing about maybe 70, and I'm coming up on their ass, and so I got to get over. And I go to get over, and there's a car that's probably doing 120 to 125.
Oh my gosh.
Because of, and it's laying on the horn. I'm like, good Lord, man. It is a thrilling / terrifying 5 miles getting out of that with the express lanes and everything else. And I got an email from somebody that says, yeah, I work for FHP. I won't say the rank and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a trooper, but I heard your podcast talking about I-95 at night. Kevin nailed it. It is lawless. And I myself, as an FHP employee, I would not drive on 95 south of Indiantown Road. These poor troopers are so short-staffed because their pay is shit compared to county and city agencies. The governor pulled a huge portion of the road units to work details in Texas for border control, plus doing security details at the local Jewish schools and community centers to ensure safety. We have a ridiculous amount of crashes and road rage incidents, most in South Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami. But it's gotten so bad with the shooting, fights, and dumbs holding up traffic to film each other doing tricks on ATVs and dirt bikes. I encourage anyone that has had an issue to write the governor to tell them about your issues. And no, this doesn't count the a-holes calling into dispatch about having 4 kids in your car and how it isn't fair. The free gas hasn't shown up yet. So thank you guys. Love y'all. 17-year FHP employee.
Damn, 17 years. Dude, you are almost done. Don't you get a pension at 20?
Yeah.
That sounds like a made-up fact. I don't think
I could be making that up.
I think she might
But
be
if you're in it for 17 years, the end is near. And then you get that
Right.
pension.
Is that all jobs or just this what you're talking about?
Government and like if you have like a pension, my girlfriend has a pension. She worked for 25 years for the government and now she just sits up like a fat cat and does no work all day and makes bank every month.
Mm-hmm.
She makes good money with that pension action. That's
Yeah.
where it's at.
What time do you think, would you say 2A, that's when you're at the probable, the peak of the madness outside? 2 o'clock, I feel like 2 to 4 a.m. is where just the worst shit happens out there in the nighttime.
So are you talking about just random crimes and all that? Are you talking about traffic?
I'm saying random crimes where you go out and there's it really goes up that some shit can go wrong for you.
Yeah.
2 to 4, would you say?
Yeah, it's a crazy time. Yeah, if you don't have to, don't be out in South Florida anywhere at that time.
Because there's this guy, he does these YouTube videos, and he teaches kind of how to protect yourself when you have to, especially if there's a gun involved. And he says between 2 or between 1 and 5, that time that's the time at convenience stores, you just always be prepared for something to pop off at any point.
Yeah.
Now, is he being dramatic?
No, I mean it's legit. I mean, if I'm ever up at that time, typically, I'm not out and about. And then on Sunday, we took the Brightline back, and we were driving back home from the Brightline station, and we were kind of by where the water treatment plant is, where Channel 5 is going. And they have that new apartment complex there, and Tamara and all that stuff's down that way. There were so many people out. It was about 2:20 in the morning, just milling about. I'm like, what are these motherfuckers doing? It's 2:20, 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, what is going on? They all look like they're up to no good.
Some looking for food, some looking for blowjobs.
I don't know. No, nobody looked hungry. The food wasn't it.
Some blowjobs.
They were looking for I don't know what, but just trouble. It was just trouble.
Drugs and blow pieces.
Yeah.
At 2 o'clock 2 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's blow piece drug time?
It's also people that are high and on something too. That's what you got to be careful of. It's squirrely people that are out and about just looking for trouble.
And you never know what somebody's on.
You never know.
No, you don't know.
You're lucky if they just smoked a little weed.
I drove by and I knew that if I, at that moment, wanted to end my life, all I had to do was pull over and walk that block.
Yeah.
I would not survive to the end.
That's what I mean.
It would have been, it's curtains.
And is there a time, the apex of horribleness, where that would happen, where you like a chum to the water?
I think 2 to 5 is a safe window.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Because you're looking for the sins of the world then.
Yeah, I'm fast asleep. I don't play it too.
No. You should not. Not in South Florida. I tell you, man, just don't. No.
If I'm still playing at 2, I'm home. I brought it home as a house party, and I've got a few friends, and we're just, having a dance party in the living room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would not be in a convenience store at 2 a.m.
Yeah. I could just tell just the way those two, the body energy that they had, I could not walk past them without some kind of altercation.
Yeah.
There would have been something going down.
They're either going to yell at you or try to eat you, but something's going down.
Something is going down. Tom in Coral Springs said, I was watching some old KVJ videos on YouTube. I came across Jaber doing the Cinnamon Challenge from 2012. It was hilarious. You can see some of the still pictures attached. The funniest part was when Kevin said it looks like he's breathing fire. So you can see that right there.
So it's so weird. I was just looking at that video today because I was looking for a video, putting together another video, and that came across.
Okay.
And it's amazing how horrific my body looked back then, and it looks even worse from that. And that was 12 years ago. That looked like sick ET.
Maybe you was having a fat day.
No, I was having a jaundice day.
Sick ET.
Jennifer said, hey, I've only been listening to you guys for about 3 years. I just want to know, how can I go back to when you guys started and listen to those shows, having them play automatically without commercials, same as with the ATS podcasts? So Jennifer asking that. I mean, as far as KVJ TV goes, we started here in 2014, so we've done every show on KVJ TV, so you should have close to 10 years worth of YouTube shows to check out. Going back before that, I don't know that there's a lot of access to it.
There's not.
Trying to remedy that situation and deal with some of the old archives from the first 14 years of KVJ.
We do have a new YouTube video that just dropped right before the podcast. It is the Virginia and Jaybird fight song, and it's pretty.
Okay.
I spent all day yesterday editing, and I just got it done.
You want to talk about digging in the archives? He pulled out some old videos and included it.
Yeah, it's Keeping It Real, and it just dropped. So please.
I feel like I need to pay you.
It kind of makes you look like a badass.
It makes me have so much street cred, this video.
Oh, it does.
Because a lot of people, we always talk about the fight where I fell on top of her when I was trying to be super pie, and then she punched me 3 different times. That's in this video a lot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if you haven't seen that, you'll see that a lot. In this
It's a really fun video.
Okay.
She punches. I punch it to the beat.
Oh, that's great. I gotta see that. If you haven't heard the story yet, Virginia and Jaybird got into a typical knockdown drag out on Thursday, and then Jaybird put it to song. If you missed it, here's how it sounds.
I'll walk in and throw a shoe at anybody. I don't give a fuck. I will. I will absolutely choke her out. I am that fucking crazy.
I think we need to take a beat. Let's just.
I've thrown lug nuts off your head. You don't think I'll throw shit?
I think we need to take a beat.
Virginia's definitely changed.
I don't think you know me.
All right. Look, I'm not Magnolia's roommate. Don't take that shit out on me.
Well, then fuck you.
Virginia's definitely changed.
I'm trying to balance your crazy ass out talking about fucking fighting your daughter's roommate.
I'm keeping it real.
She's keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real.
She's keeping it real.
I'm in a mood.
She's in a mood.
Don't come for me.
It's so fun to go through a process with you. Listen how fun this is.
You're telling me that I'm not trying to get a booty crew and that you don't want a booty crew? Well, you wanted them before.
Because you're so fun to work with all the time.
Virginia's definitely changed.
The truth hurts, bitch.
You say so much shit.
I'm keeping it real.
She's keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real.
She's keeping it real.
I'm in a mood.
She's in a mood.
Don't come for me.
I quit.
Okay. All right.
The video makes it way better.
The video does make it way better. I feel like I need to watch it again.
Okay.
It goes so fast. I love a quick edit.
That's on our YouTube page. Got an email from Jen. Couple of questions. Why does Kev always say do it to be rather than saying the whole word? Yeah, I try to remedy that. We talked about that, when we're on the regular show. We have got mommies and all that kind of stuff listening in the car. And so we're very aware of what would be trigger words. They're not against FCC guidelines. They're against mommy guidelines. And some of those words that they hear, they'll be, oh, my gosh.
69.
And we hear that a good bit, that the more conservative part of our audience, especially on WRMF, and some of them mommies, when they got the kids in the car, they don't want that kind of language. And so most people know what it is. And so we try not to say it over and over again excessively for that reason.
I mean, you could say, technically, you could say titty twister, but really shouldn't say titty twister because that's one of those words, titty.
Yeah.
Kind of that
So
fringe.
If I'm here, I'm always saying do it, bitch. But, that's just there for moms.
I wish we could lighten up on the word titty, though. I think titty is such a fun word.
It's getting looser. I don't mean the titty. I mean the language.
But that tit or titty is still a word where some people are like, do not say tits.
No,
Whoa,
it is.
whoa.
It is. I mean, we go through it, and so we'll hear that, and we'll get emails, or they do testing of our audience, and so I will hear that there are certain words, and moms are like, they just can't listen to your show when their kids are in the car because there's just the language is coarse.
I was
a little harsh.
I was you could explain it away, though. Let's say we do have a 69 slip on the air. Easily.
Well, some of those, if it's ambiguous, that you can do it. It's just what moms really hate, and when we get pressed the most, is when they have to explain something and there's not an easy explanation for it.
Mom, what's a blowjob? I get it.
That would be one. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, what is a blowjob for a 6-year-old?
What if we said blow piece? Would that make it better?
Blow piece.
It's almost like you have to use a word that a mom could use with a kid. They'd be like, oh, okay, mom. And then the kid, when he gets older, is be like, gosh, I always thought a blow piece was a
lollipop.
Yeah.
Or we could call it just a blow pop.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You're playing with fire, Nikki.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not afraid of fire.
So that's it. So I know we don't, Virginia doesn't care about the language around her young child. I don't have young children, and we're not very buttoned up around language in my house. So you always have to. Sometimes you forget, and you're like, oh, that's right. I got an audience.
I got a bad. I have to watch my mouth too. We all could get better. I know.
You've been saying that for 10 years.
I know. My language is better than yours on the regular show. On the regular show, I keep it real.
I'm keeping it real.
The podcast, I know, I get it. I get emails. Bird, you talk too fucking much.
He's keeping it real.
He's keeping it real.
You say too much. And I agree. I got to clean this shit up.
Jen said, are you taking suggestions for what did I lick? And can we make suggestions for a specific person? Absolutely. Yeah, do that because we're always every week like, all right, what do we do now that is not going to kill somebody? And so, yeah.
Virginia's going to be coming up soon. Let's see. It's a Tootsie Roll. Oh, no.
Yeah, so we'll see. We've almost, a couple of the ones we've done last round, I'm almost like, okay, we might have to rest this for a little while.
People got mad, and by people I mean Jay
Get
Bird.
the fuck out of here. I'm numb. Bring that shit on. Oh, look at a zebra's butthole. I don't care anymore.
You'll lick a zebra's butthole.
Can we get a zebra?
Me and Jay Bird came up with a fun game. It's called Titty or Mole.
No, that's not what it was called.
What's it called?
No, it's not a fun game. This is going to go nowhere, but it's from...
Okay.
It's called Nipple
Then
or Mole.
let's get into
No,
it.
it's not called... No, on our Facebook, anytime we have a spammer, and anytime you put something on Facebook, someone will leave a comment, and then the spammer will leave this terrible
A
thing.
gruesome looking, it's like a zit or something
It looks
disgusting.
Like, it either looks like a tit
Yeah.
or a wart. And
Right.
we're
There's like pus coming out of it.
Yeah,
It's a
but-
disgusting visual.
but it also looks like a titty of some sorts. But
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because it's a pus-filled
Yes.
skin nodule. It's
And-
the grossest thing.
and it's really disheartening because it's on every one of our posts. You
They
know.
do. In fact, I spend a good bit of time. I haven't gone for a couple of days, but I typically am always going back. And yeah, there's one that, and I try to delete them as I see them come up.
Well, clearly our Facebook is sick. It's got a virus, and we have no way of figuring out why it's fucking us all the time. And she does.
There's a bot that's attached itself to it, and every post we make, they automatically give that.
Every time I block them, I delete them, I have
Right.
reported them, and it's always a new profile, same content, zitty titty. Yeah, it's bizarre. It's almost like
But if we blindfolded you and we marched a titty in here and we put like, you couldn't see, you could only use your mouth, would you be able to tell the difference between a titty and a wart?
yes. I mean,
I think so, yeah.
I think where it would be, yeah, this is kind of turning my stomach. I'm ejecting out of this conversation.
You don't want any part of this.
No, I don't want to play.
You don't want to play
I
Virginia's
do not
game.
want to play.
I think this game could be huge. Titty or wart?
I knew that was not going to.
We can start doing it after Name That Nut.
Wait, did we end up playing? Did we do a round of Name That Nut at one of our podcasts?
We did our first live
We
show.
did.
Yeah,
That's insane,
we did. Yeah.
Watch. At our next one, we're going to play Titty or Wart.
man. I'd rather. I can't believe I'm saying this, Kevin, but I'd rather play Name That Nut.
You don't want to be blindfolded and suck on a wart?
The day you were not here, the day we debuted Name That Nut.
Yeah.
It was good for about the first 7 minutes. Man, we did 3
7 minutes? How long did you guys do it?
We did 3 rounds.
You did, Kevin.
You did 3
Oh,
rounds?
man, and you couldn't shut her down.
Oh my gosh.
I was so excited.
3
Oh,
rounds.
It was so
You
fun.
could feel people turning off the radio.
Oh no. Oh wow. 3 rounds.
Kevin, what are you?
Oh good lord. It just kept going, huh? What do you do after round 1?
Man,
Reload
Oh, okay.
and hit that bitch again.
Yeah. Wow.
The Mother Nutter 3000. What?
Wow.
Comes in hard.
and when she say it comes in hard, the ratings decline.
Just dead stop, huh?
It came in hard.
You could see that on the graph, huh? That
Whatever.
was Name That Nut right
People
there.
love Name That Nut.
Funny enough, yeah, there's some people that did love Name That Nut.
Because it's violent, it's loud, you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we could knock out a Jaybird tooth.
You know what? If we had a Ralston hosting it, you unloading it, and then me taking it in the face. Ooh.
That's what we did at the live show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was just nothing more than just to shoot you in the face with nuts.
That was at the end of the podcast.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody was shitty.
That's when shit started getting really going
When
off
you
the-
could bring out,
The Mother Nutter 3000.
Mother nutter. Is that the first time you called it that?
Yeah,
Oh, I
on
like
the
it.
air.
I do
Well,
like
I made a label for it, and I labeled it up. It's got a giant label on it now. And then I got so drunk at the last live show, I forgot to bring it out. So I labeled it for nothing.
I mean, honestly, oh gosh, I lead the league in doing things that never happen.
But don't worry, it's in my garage. The Mother Nutter 3000
Mother
will
Nutter,
see the
okay.
light of day.
It is. I do support goofy shit like this. That the Mother Nutter, look how happy she is.
Oh,
it's
I know.
Goofy.
Yeah.
I support it.
She's loving it. I know she that's her favorite bit of all time.
I love it.
Got a question here from Katie. She said, I am so on the hunt for a good karaoke bar. I'm in Broward. My sorority sister is coming for a mini break. I have been trying, but I can't seem to find a spot. I'm in the 33067 radius, so that would be the zip code. Open to suggestions. I'm trying to plan ahead. I hate the last ditch let's Google. I'd like to get the real scoop. I want it all planned. It's going to be in December. Weekends are best, but if there is a spot on the weekday that's good for karaoke, I would go. So no Miami. Too many bad decisions can occur there.
Amen.
Fort Lauderdale, meh, unless it's really good. So Brittany is good because it's not hard. She's so also auto-tuned. Womanizer Circus is where we would go. Get a good song that the crowd will interact with you on. And agreed about group sing-alongs and duets are acceptable. So that's their karaoke strategies. Do you have a karaoke strategy when it comes to you singing? Do you try to go sing-alongs? Do you try to do something that's unique?
First of all, you got to go up there and you got to have fun. You got to let you're performing up there, baby. Make
Yeah.
sure you're there to have a good time, and then the people will have a good time.
Make sure you're not so drunk that you can't read the words on the screen, which is what happened to me last time I tried to do karaoke. I couldn't see.
And make sure you're not so drunk that you get into a fight with coworkers on stage.
Which we've also done. Publicly.
Hey, it ain't karaoke till someone fights, am I right?
Fuck you. No, fuck you.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you. Terrible at picking songs.
But yeah, the strategy is never pick a song too long either. I think that's a dicky move.
Yes, that is a really good tip.
If you're picking American Pie, close the book and take a walk and rethink some shit.
Okay, take a little walk.
Yes.
Okay.
As soon as a long, long time ago, like, oh, fuck. We have to hear 7 minutes of this bullshit.
And they're also saying Mr. J has a good suggestion. Make sure you find a song that is well within your range.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, practicing is good.
Yeah.
For example, I was doing karaoke one time, and this son of a bitch tried doing "On the Road Again" by Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
And it did not go well. Kevin.
I was all great till that high part.
Or another time, me and my buddies tried to do "We Are the World," and I was the only one that knew the words.
You are alone.
Yes. Speaking of long songs,
We used to do a lot of karaoke because we did an event called Cocktails and Karaoke. So we
Right.
would be out once a month or once a quarter.
was it once a month or was it once a month or was it every other Friday?
I don't know, but it was a lot.
It was a
We
lot.
did a
Yeah.
lot of karaoke. So we've done a lot of songs, and we didn't practice that much or at all.
Well, I think you're supposed to. Karaoke ain't about being polished. It's about being able to go up there and have some fun. But it does help if you're able to at least know the melody of the song. Some people would get up there and don't even know the song.
You have to be familiar with the song and the words and the flow of it because sometimes the arrangement is not the same on a karaoke track as it is on the original artist recording.
Karaoke is so fun, though.
It is fun.
I had fun when we did it when we were hosting it, but it is different when you're just there to have a good time and drink and not worry about anything.
Amen.
When you're doing that, to me, karaoke is a 10 out of 10 event for me.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't know of, exactly where you're going to go. You're 33067, so it's around the Parkland area, Coral Springs. So
There's a lot of places on Google that say they have karaoke, but here's the deal. Like, places will have it like once a week. And so you have to actually call the individual places like
Right.
Singers or JD's Bar and Lounge, Premier Billiards, Jesse's Sports Bar. Like, all these places say they have karaoke, but one might have it on a Tuesday, one's got it on a Thursday. A lot of places don't have karaoke on the weekend.
It'll be karaoke with MC Gobbins, and then you go, all right, Gobbins, MC Gobbins is on Tuesday, and then you call, like, no, MC Gobbins is not. He's not even. She's right.
Unfortunately, it's kind of a pain in the dick, but you have to call around to these places and figure out which night they do karaoke, make sure they're doing it that night.
And I would even say, if you do look in the paper, I just celebrated my 90th birthday.
The paper.
If you do look online,
Google?
as the kids say.
Fucking grandpa.
Wow.
Who brought grandpa in?
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
the paper.
The paper.
I'm backing out of this.
There's a place called Singers in Pompano. I imagine that's
Okay.
always karaoke. That sounds like it's always karaoke
But are
to
they
me.
known for karaoke, or are you just...
I mean, the name of the place is Singers.
That doesn't mean anything. That could be the name of the last... It could be the last name of the family.
I don't know.
And maybe they serve wings.
Okay. Well, if anybody has any insight on where to go for karaoke in that area, you can let us know. I don't know any places anywhere to go for karaoke.
It's not really Kevin's jam.
No. They'll do a lot of karaoke.
Me and
unless
Jay
it's an
Bird,
event.
we get down with the yoke.
We
We
do,
love
man.
it. But I usually like to do it when I'm drunk and then I can't see the screen, so I'm very poor at
Oh, I
it.
think a lot of people do it when they get a little buzz.
Yeah, I mean it's okay, but yeah, I don't. Some people really are into it.
You're right. No, it all depends on what you're going for. There's some people that
Yeah.
go out there and they are there to show off that voice. And look, it's probably got them some poon or some dong.
Okay. Aloha Baby said that Boca's got Crazy Uncle Mike's for karaoke.
Okay.
And that's a solid place. They got a nice stage, and that's a cool little hang. So Crazy Uncle Mike's is a good spot. I was just here a couple weeks ago. So, all right. So any other thoughts on that, you can send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. Get all your thoughts into us that way. All right, a couple days of the weekend. If you don't know, we are going to be out, not doing karaoke, but we're going to be doing a KVJ watch party, just a kind of an appearance, basically, on Saturday at the Buffalo Wild Wings on State Road 7 in Wellington.
Should I bring some Uno cards?
Uno cards. Yeah, why not?
It's going to be a sausage fest. I won't be there. I'm going to be in Abacoa at their beer fest and then at the Lighthouse in Jupiter. I'm staying in Jupiter on Saturday.
I think I'm going to leave the Uno cards at home. I don't think you're feeling it.
Okay. Not feeling it? Connect 4 maybe?
I
Yeah,
got
okay.
that. Okay.
Let's bring that,
That's
yeah.
sexy.
Yeah.
Uno's for the old people.
We got several chances to win free wings for a year. While you're
That'll
out
be
there. Yeah.
fun.
4 to 6.
What a great prize.
Yeah, it is. So we'll be out there 4 to 6 p.m. on Saturday at the Buffalo Wild Wings, newly remodeled. And Brian, he actually said, I got a pizza place nearby called Big Rocco's, and we actually do karaoke.
What?
Yeah, 7 to 11. So it's on Southern behind the Taco Bell. It's called Big Rocco's.
Do they have a day or is that every night?
I said Saturday, 7 to 11.
Wow. Saturday night karaoke, Big Rocco.
Yeah, so there you go. So if you're looking for karaoke, try that as well. Thank you very much for the heads up on that. All right, y'all have a good day. We'll see you later.